the show last we left. What do you guys want to do? I mean, I figured it's probably like, well, I don't know, fucking 7, 8 o'clock at night.
You guys want to do a rest?
You're muted, Austin. It was
Damn
not
it,
me.
Austin.
Was not I.
It wasn't me either.
The captain's the captain now. The play is done, and so now we're pretty much all just Deborah drawing, about to go to bed, right?
I mean, that's up to you. I mean,
but all the festivities are done, and so now it's just
what you want to do. Really, you could do anything.
At this, I would do the same thing I do every night. I would stay up.
Trying to take over the
world. Damn it. I was thinking the same thing.
By trying to build consensus and seeing if anyone needed to vent or talk to me or had any questions or just being around and listening to people.
Everybody's in a pretty good space. That was fucking weird.
I like to think that the captain and Ace are like.
Q, I'm pretty sure.
It wasn't me.
I got it.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm just talking to people like, what was the orc's name?
Ash something.
Like, just talking with Ash, trying to talk Ash up and like talk to other people. And once he started like finding some people to have like his own conversation, I'd probably kind of like mellow out a little bit, like an Irish goodbye, and just let him
fly a little bird.
Just let him sort of have the spotlight. Some people are asking him about him and like where he came from, and like, oh, that's really interesting. Tell me more. And I would go and try and find somebody else.
Did he have a car? Sorry, it was a shit joke.
It was a Grease joke. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can only get so many miles out of a Grease joke.
Did he put up a fight? Right.
Right. Yeah.
Good.
Come on.
Of course, Austin gets the musical pop culture reference.
Fucking talking. You guys are here talking football. He's like, "Yep, got that one."
The 1980s musical. That's my jam.
That's really his sweet spot. I mean, I don't know how you guys don't fucking already know that about Austin. Don't worry, Austin. I pay attention to you as a person.
I just like when stuff like obvious stuff like Animaniacs references go over his head.
Okay, I watched them a few times.
That's good enough.
But not very often. But I definitely watched Pinky and the Brain. I got that one.
Well, Pinky and the Brain came from Animaniacs, bro.
No, I didn't know that. Unless it's like a really from growing up, unless it's a strong biblical or Christian reference, you really got to go to 80s or like mid 2000s because that's pretty much what my upbringing was.
So it's Kirk Cameron and VeggieTales. Got it,
dude. Yeah, you just there it is. You got me.
Was Candace Cameron Burr then grandfathered in because she's part of the family?
Fucking Burr. Show some respect to Pavel.
Okay.
She didn't marry him. She married his brother.
So fucking Burr.
Damn, dude. Wow. And Russian Rocket would be spinning in his fucking grave that he's not in because he's not
Rockin' Rocket.
Okay.
Red Rocket, Red
How
Rocket.
do you
We've gotten off the rails.
How do you use roll
never really fucking takes all that long, does it?
Well, there's a lot.
How do I
Segway train never come back.
Fucking my bit.
Ace is gonna.
You know what's gonna happen next, Boz? I'm gonna invite you to my radio show.
Radio? Did you say radio?
Radio. What is Ace doing? I hear you rolling everything.
Yeah,
somebody is.
I'm not. No, I don't hear anything.
I'm trying to roll, but it's not working.
I hear it.
Is it going to you?
Oh,
you typed in stuff. Oh yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah, it just took a second.
But I'm going to go to the captain and offer. Captain.
Yeah, what's up?
I would like to offer you a stroll around the village. Maybe you could show me around. Let me know what's what, who's who.
She's like,
Wait, so you're offering to walk him around his own place?
right,
No, take her for a walk and have her like
Perfect.
explain the village
To question
him.
he's
the
trying
guy
to peel her. He's trying to peel the weak and sick from the group.
Pretty much. Take them off one by one, and then I will control the village. Somehow I'm gonna have to deal with that demon and that prince. But right now I have them right where I want them.
I've got you. Yeah, she's like, sorry, I am not focused. I wasn't as ready as I thought I was, so I'm dealing with that. She's
hey, John,
like,
tell us something interesting about D&D, an interesting rule of combat that we should know more about.
There are 6 main attributes, and those attributes tend to add to a proficiency bonus to create all your rolls in D&D.
unless you're not proficient in that thing.
Yes. Like, strength will be your melee attacks. Dex will be your finesse and ranged attacks. Unless you're using a strength-based thrown weapon.
Or magic.
And magic will tend to add your proficiency bonus.
Magic,
a very good number to know is how to create a spell save difficulty, which is always 8, plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which is going to be either charisma or intelligence.
How do you determine your spellcasting modifier?
That's based on your class.
You see, Emmett
So a
Smith
sorcerer-
had a great offensive line.
Damn it. Oh, man.
So a sorcerer uses charisma, a warlock uses charisma, a bard uses charisma.
Okay, let's say I was
Hey.
a sorcerer.
Wisdom, what?
Let's say I was a sorcerer.
Okay.
So it'd be my charisma. So
Yeah, charisma plus 8 plus your proficiency.
So my charisma modifier, like I'm not a whatever, but it's +3.
So you
it
get a
would be
plus 3
8
plus
9,
your
11.
proficiency bonus. What's your proficiency bonus at?
+3. Right?
It should not be.
It's a plus.
Your proficiency bonus
plus
is
2.
based on your
It's
level, and you're at level 4.
It's right by
it'd
your
be a
walking
plus
speed.
2. Yeah. So you add
Oh,
your
proficiency-
charisma
oh,
plus
shit,
3.
the proficiency bonus is its own. Right. So
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 8 plus my proficiency bonus, which is 2.
Yes.
Mhm.
So it'd be 10. My spellcasting modifier is 10.
No. Your spell attack would just be 3 plus 2. So it would be a 5. But your difficulty, it's 8 plus your proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier. It's 3 numbers that go together to make that DC. So yours would actually be 13.
Yeah.
If you were a spellcaster.
I'm also ready whenever you guys. I mean, I'm all for Austin learning more stuff, but whenever.
Well, yeah. We just thought we'd have a little.
Yeah, no. Good
Question,
vamping.
so I'll explain it.
Good
I like
vamping. Okay. God damn
Definitely
it.
something I need to know more about because that's
I'm
what I
not
want to do
fucking happy with this.
Well,
Okay,
intelligence can also be a modifier. I forgot to mention. I messed that up. But only wizards.
If
use
you're a wizard, sir,
Well,
artificer.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Artificer.
Artitioner.
Tisnler
John, one of John's supervisors,
decides to add an L this time.
still fucking calls John Tishner, even though John's been there for fucking 2 years.
Tishner. I like that.
And everybody else in the office calls
now
me
we
that
all call
because
him
they
John
think it's
Tishner.
funny.
It's fucking
I'll
awesome.
walk by people and they'll be like, "Hey, Tishner."
Yes,
I
no,
think
you
Tim's
out
voice.
I also like that. I like Tishner. That's funny.
John likes it too.
I don't really care. Tim's a fucking moron.
A fact. So yeah. So you asked you asked the what she captain now. You asked her
Yes.
if she wants to take a stroll around. She goes. She's like what does she say? She says, it's been a great day. I've had a lot of fun today. I think I'm just gonna call it a day for this one, if you don't mind.
Well, I don't.
Next time, for sure.
but I really have wanted to get to know you a little better. Maybe I could have a nightcap with you. Just talk.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna head home, but yeah, you can tag along if you want to.
And he's we don't have to role play this out because I'm not trying to get like you to make up specifics, but he just wants to get to know her better.
Sure.
He wants to ask her
Learn
questions,
about
she likes.
Like this to go.
Like, what's her favorite meal? What's her favorite freaking?
You learn about like her favorite color.
Yeah.
Her child. She tells you about her siblings and shit.
Okay.
That she has siblings.
I want to hear.
And he'd be asking questions.
Show me on the doll where Ace touched you.
Basically, trying to get to know her as best he can, trying to learn things about her.
Roll me a persuasion check, and I'll tell you some things.
Things get sexual. Okay. I expect anatomically correct, like role play.
Roll me a sexual assault check.
She says, "Please don't touch my bajingo."
Fuck yeah, 22.
Okay, yeah. So you learn all about her childhood.
Okay.
And her favorite color and her favorite food. So I don't have any of that made up.
No, I don't need any of that.
Yeah. So you learn a lot of things that would be good to know if you were trying to court a lady.
I could simply say I buy her a dress in her favorite color. Like I don't need to know what it is. Yeah.
Right. I buy
she
her
says, "Well, I can't afford my own dresses."
In her favorite color. Yeah, she's fucking broke. Can't afford dresses. It's fucking weird. Like this job doesn't pay well. So yeah,
it provides her with mostly armor. She needs something nice to wear in her off time.
Right. Yeah, her going out clothes, Sunday bests and all that. So yeah, you learn all that. She gets to the door. She's like, "Well, I appreciate it. I'm gonna head in. Take her easy." And I'm not gonna make you roll an insight check. You feel like that was a very positive interaction.
Okay.
You're making ground. Do you head back to the bar or?
He's just gonna kind of take a stroll around town. If he runs into anybody, he runs into anybody. But he's just gonna take it because he hasn't. We haven't been here much. And he took the original trip around town, but he kind of wants to get a lay of the land, see who's staying where, like just a little bit of information for himself.
So considering how there was a party, more people than normal are crashing at the Hissing Pony, so like you see less people going home than you would like if there was like a town hall meeting, right? Because there's some people that are just too drunk and they just want to stay. They're just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stay here. There's plenty of beds and shit. They know to leave you guys beds because you guys haven't really picked a home. So you see people, general NPCs that really aren't named. You see them heading back to like those like group huts. I don't even know what fucking map you guys are on.
We're on the town map.
Yeah. So these, you see them. Nope, wrong button. They're A2? Heading back to I guess so. I'm not zooming in. It's all lettered. Yeah. I'm just not. Yeah, A2. You see them heading back there. You see, I can tell you where I have all that written down where everybody would be living. Like you see Ash. He's actually heading back to the farm, which was way down where Austin met him in A18. You see.
Is Ash alone?
Yeah. I don't know where you were. You can be wherever you want, but at this point, I had you in the bar.
The place probably helping people get settled in and still just having real quiet conversations with everybody.
If Ace saw him, he'd probably just kind of holler, "Good job with the ceremony today."
Yeah, he's like, yeah, oh, thanks. Yeah, hey, you need help? Let me know.
Sure, will do.
Yep. Is he still holding the flag?
Yeah. It's like rolled up, but like, yeah, he's taking it home with him.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's unless you ask for it back, he's just gonna. He's not assuming it's his so much as he's keeping it in case you need him to be a flag bearer again.
He is the flag bearer, official flag bearer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So he's yeah. So he's doing that. He's got it kind of rolled up, and he's just got it over his shoulder, walking back, almost like what are those hobo sticks called? Gunny sacks?
Yeah,
something like that. He's got one of those going on basically, and he's just heading back. He's had probably the best day he's had since he's even got on this fucking boat, right? Because he made friends. You know, people talk to him, and just overall a good time. Good time for old Matt.
Fucking important friends too.
Right. Well, yeah, you guys, but I mean, like, he's not even worried about like clout so much as combating loneliness, right?
No, but that's gonna make him that much more popular.
Sure.
So he's gonna get overwhelmed with friends.
Yeah. Jerry Moonbeam crashes at the inn. He's kind of a staple there. He doesn't really have a house. You see, like, the blacksmith. He's heading back to the blacksmith. That's where he lives.
Yeah.
Everybody nabs the Fletcher. He's heading down. I don't ever think I really told you guys. I don't know if I told you guys where he lives. I always kind of had
checked out the Fletcher.
I kind of had him in this black box house.
Where is that?
I just drew it. Oh wait, it's on the GM layer. Thanks, Adam. Good job, dickhead.
Okay.
Yeah, actually,
that's much more helpful.
Yeah, I put the Archer, the Fletchers down there because I figured they would need like room to like test bows and shit.
Yeah.
So that's where they're at. I'm actually gonna put that on the map layer so I don't move it. Ah, chill out, Roll20. Don't fuck with me. So yeah, everybody's just kind of they're slowly making their way back home. Everybody's in good spirits, and people are starting to just mill about.
When he gets back to the bar, he would look for Nitsua if he's awake.
What's Nitsua doing? What's Braddock doing? You guys both awake still? Call it 9:30.
I say Braddock already had too many, so he was crashing out.
Okay, so he's up in a bed.
Passed out at a table or in bed?
At a table.
At a table. Okay.
What about Nitsua? What's he doing?
Nitsua definitely has a glass of brandy and a cup of tea, and he's just like sipping from both of them, which is funny because that's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh boy.
Your Majesty.
Way to get method with it, Austin.
And I'm basically just I'm probably just having a quiet conversation with like the trash collector or something. That's what I like to think. Like
with the trash bucket.
The trash collector. Whoever goes around and like collects the trash and like either buries it, burns it, or it.
Yeah, it's a halfling.
Yeah, I'm just chatting with the halfling, seeing what their day is like, and just trying to get to know him.
He doesn't have much to say. He's kind of like an animal in Flintstone, just like it's a living. But he
gets a gnome.
Yeah, if he said that would be racist because those are different things. All those little people look the same to him. Yeah, he tells you about his day. What's cool for him though, he's like, yeah, here's the thing. It's like I think that currently, like, my job's just really easy because like we're kind of in a let nothing go to waste kind of mode, right? But once this thing gets up and running, I might have a real business on my hands here. So I'm pretty jazzed about that. Trying to get in on the ground floor, establishing a cash flow, as it were.
Do you have a team yet, or is it just you?
People they'll bring out I have a cart, and they kind of like help. They kind of load their own shit on it. So I'm basically just pushing a cart every day, and then I take it out to the field and I burn it. And it's easy work. I mean, it's physically demanding, but it's you could train a crow to do this work. Maybe not a crow. That's probably bad. You could train. I mean, even I don't know. Yeah, anybody could do this shit.
I wonder if it'd be easier if there was like a collective trash points like 2 or 3 in the area that you could just pick up like every other day or so. So, and that way you wouldn't have to do it every day, all day just pushing. People could take it to a shared locations.
Yeah, I mean, I just I don't really nobody's really like asked me to help them out in any other fashion, so I just kind of go about the town and keep doing it. So far it's just a one man job, thankfully, but maybe as more people come, there'll be more people on the next wave and I can pick up some understudies.
So what did you do before you came over here with us? What were you doing back on the mainland?
But mainly trash. I'm a garbage man. It's the family trade.
It's family. So your brother or your father did it?
Yeah, no, yeah. My mom's side, actually, I come from a long line of garbage men.
That's pretty interesting. I know a lot of people don't always think about trash until they start thinking about hygiene and they start thinking about the health of a population. Pretty much lives and dies by its trash collectors.
Yeah, people they tend to I remember my grandpa told me a story, and he's like people don't realize the importance of our kind until we quit, because we went on strike like 30 years ago, and it just started piling up, and we didn't take anybody to the cleaners, but we got what we demanded.
I remember then. Yeah. That was a good example of collective bargaining from the working class. I thought that was a great example.
For sure, yeah. You gotta get paid. You gotta get paid fairly for the work you do.
So I like to think that we just talked about his family, what he did.
Yeah,
we just ask him more hobbies, family.
Yeah, he fills you in, and then you maybe about 10-15 minutes later, he goes behind the bar and he grabs he gets like a barrel, and you see that he's not struggling with it, but he just starts rolling it on one of the corners. And he's like, "Hey Babs, I'm gonna put this out front. I'll pick it up tomorrow. That way, I'll put some on top of it so no critters get in." She's like, "Yes, thank you, very very good. It's starting to smell. All the milk jerky is not going to hold. So good luck with that in the morning. I don't envy you, my friend." And he's like, "Yeah, no, it's not great anyway, but never mind." And he just takes out. He's like, "Good talking to you. Catch you on the flippity flop." And he rolls that barrel out and he sets it, a couple feet from the door, and he heads back to his residence.
Cool. So then I would just sit there sipping my tea until Ace came up.
You see Braddock is passed out on a table catching a couple of winks, and there's like one other guy, the Onrog, the drunk orc. He's once again back to his old ways, and he's passed out in a corner booth. He's just laying there, and if he wasn't snoring, you probably wouldn't even see him, but he's sawing some heavy logs. And Babs is like, she comes over and she starts she picks up your cups and wipes under them. She's wiping off the table. She's like, "You need anything else? Don't mind him. He'll be there all night. I'll catch him in the morning. I'll make him sweep up, not charge him to stay."
That's very considerate of you. No, I think I'll just I'll hang out here for a little bit longer, and then I'll find someplace myself to get some sleep.
She's like, "That sounds good. I assume you're waiting on your loud friend still?"
Oh, I'm sure he'll be. I don't know. We'll see how his night goes. I'm just gonna chill out here and enjoy some more of my fine brandy that we have here. We don't want to waste any.
Yes, no, very good. Here's the thing. I'm about to finish here. I'm going to call it a night. Do me a favor. When he gets back, you see big bar, you put over the door. And it's like a door barring. She's like, "Just lock up behind you, and I'll open up in the morning." Cool. Thank you. And she picks up a couple more cups, sets them on the bar. You can tell she's gonna leave those for the morning, and she heads up the steps. yeah, you're chilling there. Is Ace still roaming? He heading back about this point, or?
Well, I'd say he'd probably be coming back at this point. Yeah, he just took like one pass around the
Took a
village.
lap.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
He
You see
wasn't
people-
like fucking.
He had people the
Out
whole
doing a
time. People are like, awesome show, dude. He's like, yeah, that rocked. He's like, next time.
Oh, he'd
Can't
like
wait for the
stop
next
and
one.
talk to him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to role play it out,
Yeah,
but he'd
yeah.
probably stop and talk to everybody that
Right.
that
He's basking
wanted
in
to
it.
talk to. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. It's a lot
Bowing,
of it's a lot
offering
of
to autograph things.
doing it without being asked.
Yeah, and he
Signing
signs
children's
it.
foreheads.
The Dragon Slayer, Ace Burbank, the Royal Brazier.
Is it like a John Mulaney sign where it starts off real big and then he's running out of room, so he starts to have to write down and.
Yeah. Oh, the Dragon Slayer definitely curls down over the side of everything else.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so
under the Royal Brazier is a picture of a brazier.
Nice.
In case anyone was confused.
Cool. Yeah. No. I mean, I'd be shocked if there wasn't. So yeah, everybody's winding down, and you're back, and you find a passed out Braddock and a solemn Mitsua.
Your Majesty, how are you? How's your
Oh.
evening going?
Ace, it's been going great. It was a great night. I got to talk to a lot of different people. How was yours?
Very good. I've
Excellent.
been patrolling the village, making sure everyone stays safe. You know, I was thinking, Braddock and I found those owlbears very close to town. It could be a problem if these untrained villagers get attacked by some beast while we were off on a mission.
Okay. What's your idea of a solution?
I do not have solutions. I just noticed that problem.
Oh, well, we'll probably mention it to the captain and let her know and see if there's anything we can do to help. But otherwise, let her take care of it.
Also, we should probably check in with that wizard tomorrow about what he found with the genie. And I should probably talk to Genie.
Yeah.
Those are things that might need to happen.
It was it's been an interesting few days.
Anyway, how have you been?
Oh. He takes a sip of his nice rumble.
You know, you might need someone to confide in, like a royal brazier, to support you when you're down.
Well,
At that
When
point, Braddock wakes up and says he is very supportive, and goes back to sleep.
I was waiting for you to be like, he wakes up and just goes tits and then goes back to sleep.
oh, everything's going fine. I'm a little worried about the village, and I think the captain is the right person for the job. But it just seems that we're on the cusp of something much larger here. This isn't just about the colony. I feel like the colony and those that were here have gotten swept up, or in the rising tide, so to speak, of what's going on here. And this could happen on the mainland. This could happen back home if we don't figure this out.
There's definitely a lot of weird things going here.
Yeah, I mean,
there's something about this place.
We came here to start a colony, and the other day I almost died fighting a dragon and with some woman talking to me in my head. I don't even know. I don't know. I've been having dreams lately. I don't really understand. Stuff from my childhood. Things that don't even make sense. I normally sleep like a baby. Babies don't actually sleep that well. I sleep better than a baby. So
I sleep like Onrod.
That sounds not good.
I mean, I don't know if they're nightmares. It's my wife just gave me a weird look.
I'm also very concerned. This place is changing me.
There's
for the first time in my life, I'm like interested in one woman. I'm motivated to do things to help this colony for some reason. I'm not sure.
I mean, Yes, having your life on the line does focus your thoughts for sure. I know mine have also become focused, trying to figure out what has been hurting our people and what the events might bring. I don't.
The captain said something to me a few days ago before we left, and it kind of stuck with me. She said that we all fear, and those of us who are facing it are very brave. And it's made me feel that I'm maybe braver than I ever thought before. And then she also said that we all can help in our own way. Something I never really thought of before. I was always just yelled at, told to do certain things that I never wanted to do.
Well, you probably never thought you would save His Majesty, and he gives him like a before you came here either, and yet here you are.
I mean, yes, I'm fighting dragons. I'm doing all these things I never thought I would do. I don't know why. I'm terrified. I don't really want to do any of it. Yet I feel myself being driven to do it anyway.
Well,
I've never been so foolish.
Well,
for unselfish reasons.
People are relying on you. You've saved lives. They didn't know they were relying on you. You didn't know that you were fighting for them, but yet you did, and their lives have been spared because of you. So there are many more people who are relying on you too. We just haven't met them yet. Same as Braddock. All of us are here. We don't know why.
Something seems to have pulled us here. But either way, I guess we're the best ones for the job.
And I wake up as I
feel
says
sorry
your
for
mom.
these people. Do not speak ill of my mother. You say what you want about my father, but my mother is a saint.
Dorothy Matthews. Got it. Ace Matthews.
Amy Burbank. That would be her name.
A little history check on the Mansfield family.
Detective.
And you see, he had to come up with that name. Like he did not. He made up a fake name for his mom.
She must be a wit pro. Yeah. It's good talk.
But, yeah, I think at some point we'd probably trail off and Ace would head up, and before he goes to bed, he's going to pop in and see what's up with Jeannie and see if he has any information on the Blight.
Yeah, he comes out of the lamp. He doesn't come all the way out. He's like,
well, no, I'd go in because I have one charge.
You're going in. Okay, cool. Yeah. No, that's fine. So
I just set it on the nightstand and pop in there.
He's chilling. He's chilling like on a Shea lounge. No, he's not. He's at a desk, like a roll top
Royal
desk.
Brazier.
Hey Siri.
Royal Vizier from Aladdin, guys.
Yeah.
Jafar.
Yeah. He's at like a desk and he's like going through some stuff, which I think is weird. I would think a genie wouldn't really need like paperwork, but he's got it.
It's something I've never seen him do before.
Right.
For sure.
He's going over some stuff and he's like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
How's it going? Sorry, I kind of passed you off to somebody, but I had other things I needed to do.
No, it's cool. That guy's awesome. He's so fucking little, dude. It's trippy. I mean, I've seen little people.
I figured you'd like that.
He's pretty little. He's good, dude. He tries to make jokes. They don't always land, but it's funny to watch him try. Some of them are good though. What can I do for you?
So, do you have any information on the things he showed you?
Oh yeah, that stuff's a real bummer because like eventually he's gonna start taking over this good kind Kush, and fuck, who wants to see that happen?
Exactly. That's why we need your great power to fix it.
Yeah. So I tried some stuff. You know, I hit it with some low level stuff, and none of that really seemed to work. I did hit it with a little bit of fire. which that's not really my jam, but I dipped into the well for a little bit, and it seemed to help. Like we were just watching it advance, and we burned it a little bit, and it slowed it, but that ain't gonna. It's not a cure. You know what I'm saying? But I'll keep thinking on it. He's gonna keep thinking on it. Right now, fire is not a bad answer, but it's not the answer.
Is there any way we could put heat in the ground at the roots to hold it back?
What you do? Do you have any ideas in mind?
Could we bury something hot?
I mean, maybe, but I think at that point you run the risk of damaging the crops themselves. I mean, I guess if they don't have anything to host, if there's nothing for them to feed on, maybe you kill the host, but that seems
Well, maybe
hard to
it's
playing with
maybe
fire.
it's getting in from the roots. We can hold it back from the roots.
It might be, man. I'm not a botanist, but I mean,
I don't know any of this. I'm just taking shots in the dark.
Sure, yeah, no, I get it. It's better. It's better. You're trying to be part of the solution. I get that. I wish I had more for you.
Maybe I'll talk to that short guy.
Yeah. He saw what I did. I saw what he did. We tried even putting like a little bit of oil on it and then lighting that on fire, and it helped. It helped a little bit more, but like I don't know. And he's kind of bummed out. Like he's not worried about it because I don't think he has to eat or anything. Probably. Yeah. He's a fucking genius.
He also probably doesn't want to see this whole freaking colony die necessarily.
He also knows that it's important to you. He doesn't know how important, but yeah, he knows it's important to you, so it's important to him.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna keep, digging in the old brain box, and we'll see what we come up with, man.
Well, thank you.
Nah, you got it.
I appreciate it. It's been a long day. Do you want to wind down? And he pulls out a joint.
Oh, he was gonna say, you son of a bitch! I'm about to offer you one for the road. He's already got one lit.
Well, we could smoke one for sure.
Yeah. So he's probably blown about halfway through it, but he's
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I just light up another one and pass it to him and take the one from him. Fuck it, we'll roll two.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not getting any work done tonight, so fuck it. And yeah, you guys enjoy that. And Austin, are you hitting the sack?
Yes. I still can't find anything online because I want to try and look up some shit to fuck with John, but
on what?
It's a made up title from Aladdin.
Oh,
the royal vizier was Jafar's title to the Sultan. I don't know if it's even a real title. I just went with Royal Brazier because it sounds like that.
It's Vizier. Okay. It's a high-ranking political advisor or minister in the Near East.
I was looking up what fucking John was saying.
No,
it's just in the
I made up a joke. and once again, one of the things I used to make my fucking character.
Dude, you must have some wicked baby brain going or something.
Come on, it's a Aladdin reference, Austin. I know you were sheltered, but fucking Aladdin.
I was gonna say, if you're looking for jokes in John's game in this, it's either Aladdin or it's fucking Jim Carrey movies.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm.
Eventually, he's gonna start connecting everything to a single number.
I did read that Jafar was actually the illegitimate son of the Sultan in the history of the story. Which is fucked up because he's trying to go after his sister.
So you got fan fiction about Aladdin, but you don't remember his title.
More importantly, he's got fan
I looked up Jafar, and it gave his explanation. It didn't actually say what he said he was, the vizier, which is the thing.
I'm actually on the page that
I just think this is hilarious. That was
a good one.
And John, what city was the royal brazier taken in? Agrabah.
Whoa! Wow!
Yes, sir.
Why don't you take the point of inspiration back that you gave to John that failed horribly? You have that one back. Agrabah was very good.
And that's
weird, Boz.
I feel better about taking it because I kind of set up that joke.
Boz, I'm on the page that Austin's reading this Aladdin fanfiction. Turns out written by Tina Belcher. It gets weird, bro. Does anybody wake Braddock up, or you guys just let him crash on the table? Like,
I'll let him crash on the table.
I woke up in that last talk.
Okay. Are you heading up to the beds?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. Everybody goes to sleep, I assume.
Oh yeah. As soon as I hit that pillow, I'm out.
Okay.
Ace might pass out for a couple hours in the fucking lamp till he gets expelled into his bed.
Okay.
Because it has a time limit, like 6 hours or some shit. But
okay, cool. So you're still in the lamp, chilling with old Genie Boy, knocked out. I guess yes. I don't really know how genies work, but let's just say he's fucking crashing too.
Well, yeah, it's just like the inside's like I Dream of Genie. It's just a fucking lamp full of pillows.
Okay. Cool.
Take the cap to get down.
Dice rolls are making me nervous.
Yeah, that's a bummer, huh? Braddock, I need you to, first of all, take
your shirt off.
No, I don't need that.
Seriously, leave the beanie on. Beanie is on.
I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Make me a sandwich without bread.
Like wrapped in lettuce? Or what?
That's kind of an intelligence
20.
check.
That's really good. You feel something in your brain, and it wakes you. Like, you feel like something is tickling your brain.
Yeah, he starts feeling a twitch like this, like something is uncontrollable.
Or like, you know when you're like, you ever been like half asleep on the couch and you feel like you're about to fall over?
Yeah.
It's like that, probably. And you wake up, and it's dark in the room. You have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Cool. You see, right next to your bed, something you've probably never seen before, but I'm gonna describe it. It's got 4 legs, kind of look like I'm gonna say like cougar legs, but smaller, like maybe like bobcat legs. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, not like a old lady, but what connects to the legs looks like a fucking pumpkin-sized brain, and I'm gonna need you. And why doesn't everybody else roll me initiative as well? John, you're still in the lamp at this point because I rolled a D8 and it's a 2.
Has any sounds been made? Because that's how I would be notified. Because I can hear. But my initiative is a 5.
Cool.
Will we roll initiatives?
Yeah. Roll me an initiative. Roll initiative.
Nice, boys. Nice.
Good jobs.
Unfortunately, Nitsua is sleeping and a heavy sleeper.
John, what'd you get?
I got a 5.
Oh, rough.
Yeah.
Ace 5. Braddock.
Leon Green did not do me fucking well that time.
Nitsua got a 19. Okay. Here's the shit news. This thing rolled a 20 on its initiative. So it's going to go again because that was a surprise round. And this time, here, let me actually do something. Let me change you guys over because that's what I was doing, was building a map. There it is. Oh, that's why. I was like, why the fuck can't I find this goddamn map? So this thing, I just kind of put you guys in beds. John, I didn't know if Milo was still around, but I put him in a bed too.
Yeah. I thought Nitsua was in a separate room from us.
I don't know.
I thought
you guys were sleeping together.
We specifically had it that was me and Braddock in a room and then Itsuo in another room.
That's up to Austin. Austin, where were you? Were you sleeping? Where were you sleeping? There's an available bed. I thought he said something like, "I wouldn't share a room" or something like that. I don't care.
I don't remember.
And I could be off.
It's either he's not sleeping in this room. Also, play by the yellow lines. This thing was still struggling to fucking align for me because I wanted it to be bigger than it was. So, Austin, you can either be sleeping in this room or another room.
I'd say that even if I was sleeping in another room most of the time, I probably would have come to this one with them because we all went upstairs together and just passed out.
Yeah. Like I said, there was
established the place as my room.
Okay. There was beds in the other room. Are you guys are on? Yeah. Okay. Cool. You guys are on the same map now. John, is your roll 20 all good today?
Yeah, I'm doing good right now.
Cool.
I don't know what it was last week, but I was getting fucking
I did just place you in beds. So
yeah, that's fine with me.
Sorry, but so you guys, this time, back to the combat. It is this thing's turn again. Austin, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
In my sleep, I will.
Because you are asleep.
Are we supposed to be doing this combat with no armor?
22 natural.
I'm okay with it. Okay, you are good. Okay. You also get the same tingly shit, and it's your turn. Huh?
Does it wake me up?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like I told Boz, it's like when if you've ever fallen asleep sitting up on the couch and you feel like you're starting to tip over, and you wake up.
I'm not sure I'd wake him up though. He's a
very
heavy sleeper.
It's up to you. You want to roll for it?
Yeah,
you look to roll, but you just roll a d20, and if you roll above a 10, you wake up because that's good.
I did not.
Okay, you stay asleep because of pre-established fiction. It is your turn, so I'm gonna let you. If you want to wake up, you can wake up. I don't care. I'm not gonna hamstring you like that. If you want to choose to hamstring yourself, that's your business.
It sounds like he's still asleep. He's a sleepy dude. He sleeps hard.
All right. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and skip your turn then, but I'm going to leave you in the initiative where you're at, and Braddock, you're up.
Cool.
Like no one said anything, or
I would use a free action to start hollering for people.
Yeah.
I mean, Adam, you could just hold Nitsua in the initiative until he's roused.
I'm cool with that. We can just say Austin held his turn.
Yeah.
Braddock, if you would like to, you can obviously speak for free. So, like, if you want to yell to get these guys on board, you can. And then you can do whatever you want.
But if he wouldn't do that, then he wouldn't do that. It's completely up to you.
I am going to, get up and start banging my sword and shield together to wake everybody up.
Okay, cool. Let's say you jumped out of bed, and let's just move you to the foot so you're not like standing on the bed. You can be right there. You got 15. You got 3 squares of movement because you were prone. Standing up costs half, so you got 3 squares to move, and your actions and bonus actions. And you have since yelled, Austin. You can be awake.
Okay. If he was banging on stuff,
yeah. So, what else would you like to do, sir?
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 minute. Are you able to tell me what this thing is susceptible to, or do I have to roll for that?
You can roll me a check, and it would be a... let me see. I know what it is. I just got to pull up the thingy. It's an Arcana check.
Okay. 8.
8. I can tell you some stuff on an 8. I can tell you that it has... I can tell you that its hit dice are 6d4 plus 6. So it's got a maximum of 30 hit points.
Damn.
That's what you know. Because unfortunately, an 8's not great. Where is? How do you do that thing? Yeah, but yeah, let me know whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Has it attacked us yet, other than with its intelligence? No?
Nope. Nobody's taking any damage.
Is there this little bit of firelight in here, or is it complete darkness?
So how close am I to this thing? What, 5 feet?
You're like 5 feet. Yeah, 5 feet away. That's what it looks like.
Okay. In that case, I can cast Shield of Faith.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that.
Okay.
First, I thought you were explaining a displacer beast, bro.
So that takes place as an action, right?
You know what it is, John. I think Shield of
exactly.
Faith is just a bonus action, right?
Shield of Faith is a bonus action.
Yeah, so you can still swing at this thing.
Okay.
It could be a friend. It might not be an enemy.
27.
What could we try and tell us?
Yeah, that's a crit. Good start.
And that's the Shadow's Steel Greatsword.
Yeah. Does that do things on a crit?
I was gonna say, what's the special things on it?
I don't think it does anything except fucking wicked damage.
It's a 7 plus crit and 4.
Okay, so you rolled. You rolled. Hang on. It's fine. You rolled 4 extra, so it's plus. You fucking kill this thing. It's dead. Congratulations.
Nice.
No motels, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ace pops out. And he's like, "What's going on? I heard a noise."
It fucking died.
What fucking died?
I don't know. It was some brain-legged thing.
Let me take a look. And he comes over with a magnifying glass.
This thing's like the size of a poodle, probably.
Yeah. No, still.
Like a schnauzer, maybe.
He's a detective. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
He took an oath.
He changes into his friggin' Bill Ventura costume.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets a 17 on an Arcana check.
Cool.
Or no, not 17. Sorry, 14.
Okay. So you know that it's an intellect devourer.
This thing devours minds.
Yep. You know that it that had these guys failed their saving throws, I roll 3d6, and if the total equals or exceeds the target's intelligence score, you automatically drop to 0.
Yeah.
And then it can steal your body.
Shit.
They're very, very deadly, and they can possess you.
Shit. Yeah.
I like that, yeah.
I guess it's a good thing I killed it.
Yeah.
Very good. I'm very glad you killed that thing.
Yeah.
That's probably why it went after me first. I had the best.
How did it get in here?
Do I know anything of how they travel?
Ace, did you leave the window open again?
I mean, I didn't get that high of a check, so
you know they walk.
Yeah,
like they can't fly.
I would have closed the door behind us and put the beam down. I wouldn't.
Yep.
Ace is gonna.
Did that.
We need
light
to
up the room and start searching through the room.
Yeah.
With this magnifying glass, we need to find clues.
You see, so you see how
roll investigation or
no, it's fine. What you see is like let me get this freehand tool here. So like what you see, this fireplace was out, so it's because it was dark in here.
Yeah.
What you see in like a line like this is that
charcoal footprints.
Yeah, you see like soot footprints from this thing, because this fireplace goes all the way through. So it walked through there.
So Ace definitely like comes over here to look at this thing, and then he's like, "We need to find where it came from," and he starts like tearing through the beds and stuff, and walks through this like 4 times, and everybody definitely notices it. Where did it come from? Just where? And then he finally comes back and looks at it. He's like, "Oh, it came from the fireplace, obviously." But it takes him like a good minute, unless you guys pointed out earlier, and if you do, I think he ignores you and keeps looking.
Oh no, Braddock saw it, walked to the fireplace, and just let you have your moment.
He's just like leaning on it, like looking down,
right?
Back at Ace.
Just waiting.
Braddock,
he'll get it.
You were standing right here all along. How did you not notice?
I was just waiting for you to tell me what to
dickhead.
do, big boy.
Ace,
Smart man.
Ace, you should go and go and find the captain and make sure she's all right. Tell her what's going on here so she can alert people.
You're right.
Quietly in the village that we might be under some sort of attack now or soon.
Braddock, come with me. If we run into one of those beasts, you can kick it in the face, just like you did this one.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'll picture at the door.
And he grabs his wand, and Milo and him and Braddock head to the captain.
So before you get there, you at the top of the steps, Babs meets you. She's like, "What's all the noise about?"
Go into our room. You'll see we were attacked through the chimneys by an intellect devourer. They will possess you. Be on guard.
She looks into it. She goes, "I told you to lock the door. Why are there critters in here?"
Well, I'm sorry. We'll make sure we take care of it, and we'll take care of this for now. Maybe go back downstairs and try and get some sleep. We'll find out what's going on.
Cool. She's like, you're certain it's safe?
Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
She's like she.
No, it's not safe. We're going to check on the captain now.
She hears Mitsua say that. She looks at Braddock and she's like, I think this guy's fucking. She's like, God damn it. She's just very tired and grumpy, so she goes back to bed.
You know rats and rodents? Yeah, this looks nothing like that. It's worse.
Yeah,
She walks through, she peeks her head through, she goes, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I told you, they'll possess you. Be on guard. And he takes off out the door.
She's like, take this thing with you.
We'll be back.
Get out of here.
I have to check on the village.
She's like, son of a bitch. I guess I'll deal with this. But you see her start to like drag this thing.
I mean, Mitsua's standing there. Is he just letting her drag this thing out of there?
No, I grabbed the front legs I probably grabbed like a blanket to tie over. Did you cut its head off?
No, it's a brain with legs, so he just split it down the middle.
Just Krang with legs.
So maybe two fucking halves at this point.
We probably try and throw it out the window or something as opposed to drag it through the entire inn.
There.
Probably wrap it in a blanket.
If you didn't see the picture, Austin, it's now in the chat.
I did. The brain with legs.
And this thing's not that big. It's like the size of an Australian shepherd. Like it's not very big. So like you could carry it.
Okay.
But you guys,
a decent sized dog.
Right. So you guys get downstairs, and you see that the bar that goes over the door, the part that's on the hinge is still intact, and the part that goes into the cup or whatever it's called on the other side, it's still sitting there, and the middle is splintered on the ground.
Nice.
So it's broken in half?
I mean, yeah. It's broken into like 3 pieces.
Start scanning this room for more people. Mitsuo!
Yeah, I'd come down to...
Because that thing looked like it came through the fireplace.
Yep. Correct. You hear Onrog sawing logs. He's snoring his dick off.
So these animals are obviously coming... They're probably coming after us. We should probably get out of the immediate populated area and see if anything does attack us, as opposed to them attacking us here, where there are people who are sleeping and shit.
Okay.
Or maybe they're attacking the whole fucking village. Maybe this is how that one guy was getting mind control to begin with. The sorcerer is sending. I mean, I'm just going off of what.
We should probably go find the captain.
Starting to think in my head, this is painting a whole lot of.
Yeah, so
making a whole lot of sense, because Ace would have told you guys what these things do.
So before you go to the captain, let me just settle things that have been mentioned. Do you want to wake up Onrog or not?
I'm gonna scan this room, and we're throwing something at him as we come down the stairs.
He's like on this green couch, right? That's like opposite the door. You can wake him up if you want to.
I want to think real quick to my knowledge of intellect devours. Is there a way to break this enchantment?
Break what enchantment?
If they get taken over by the intellect devourer, is there a way to break that?
Yeah. I don't think you rolled high enough, but I can just tell you, I don't care.
I mean, I can try to roll again, specifically trying to remember that.
If it isn't protected from good and evil, if it wins the gun, it would magically devour the brain. Well, so basically you're at 0, and then the intellect devourer initiates an intelligent contest with it. So you guys roll intelligence versus intelligence, and then if it wins the contest, it magically consumes the target's brain. If the host body dies, the devourer must leave it. A protection from good and evil spell cast on the body drives the intellect devourer out. So there you go.
Braddock, there is a holy spell that can drive these devourers out of a host. You must be aware that anyone could be infected if there's more than one of these things in the village.
Do you know the chat?
Protection from good and evil.
The other way is wish, by the way. Like, even if it wins.
Or a sword right in the body. Like,
Genie, would you be able to break this enchantment if we need you to?
I don't think so. Genie's like,
does he have wish?
I'm just pulling up the genie.
Yeah, no, if it doesn't, it doesn't.
He doesn't have wish. He has detect evil and good. He does not have protection from.
Okay.
I mean, we haven't really, like, we can workshop what the genie can and can't do. Like,
no, I was just going to see if it was possible.
Yeah, he doesn't have that. But he can research it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, sorry, man. Just don't fucking let it do that.
But what if it's taken someone over already? And he's throwing, as he's like saying this to Braddock, he's throwing something.
Here we go.
Like a lot of paper or something.
Here, let me tell you this too. It teleports into the target's skull and takes control of the target's body. While inside a creature, the intellect devourer has total cover against attacks and other effects. The intellect devourer retains its intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores, as well as understanding of deep speech, its telepathy, and its traits. It otherwise adopts the target's statistics. It knows everything the creature knew, including spells and languages.
So it can play itself off as this creature, and that's not good.
Correct.
Yeah, we should go find the cat. I mean, awake.
Yeah. Nitsua, come on down here.
Oh no, I'm with you guys. Yeah.
This is bad. This is bad.
See, the door is broken.
Fuck you, Adam.
John, you mentioned to Brad about the thing, and then you throw the thing at the orc. I tell the orc to be on guard if you can. We might be under attack. I follow the guys out to go to the captain.
Okay, so you're all going to the captain?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, so yeah, you get there.
Well, let's wake this guy up.
Okay.
And make sure this room is clear first.
Okay.
We did.
Okay, so you wake him up, and he's like, What? And you see him like grab his head, like he's in the middle of the hangover.
Were you attacked by anything? Did you fight any brains?
No. He starts to check himself, and he's like, he looks at the bottom of his forearm, and he's bleeding. He's like, that's fucking weird. Did I get into one last night?
Medicine check. What kind of wound does that look like? Like, Ace is gonna go in with his magnifying glass. I'm not good at this, but let's see how it comes out.
Yeah, you're good. Tell me that Ace doesn't have any glass in his magnifying glass, and he just sticks his head through it. It's just that big.
For sure, we can do that. And it is an 11.
Yeah, you can tell. What you see is you bring him over to maybe a torch or something, and you see that it's like a puncture wound, and you also notice a bloody splinter on the floor.
It's very likely that came from this splinter.
Yeah, it's a big splinter, but he's not in any immediate. He's not going to bleed out.
He's
like, what the
looking at
fuck?
him for. There's no real marks or sign of this possession, so he's just fucking nervous. Looks fine. We need to go talk to the captain.
All
Be
right.
on guard. And
For what?
brains with legs. Do not let them get near you. Kill them as quick as you can.
It's like, dude, you've had too much. You need to hit the hay. Brains with legs. And he kind of like sits back down on the couch and he's pissed off. Like, he's not mad at you, but he's mad that he has to be awake.
Yeah. And at least he's listening. That's good enough.
Yeah.
We're gonna head to the
guys
captain.
head to the captain. You wake her up. She's like, "What's going on?"
Captain, we've been attacked. There could be an infiltration of the village. Intellect devourers. Four-legged brains that can possess people.
She's like
It may be
rubbing
the
her.
work of this sorceress.
She's like rubbing her eyes, and she's like, "Fuck." She's like, "This is a lot to deal with at 2 a.m." And she's like, "Okay, fuck. I guess let's head over. I'll take a look."
Have you been attacked by anything? Check yourself for wounds.
She kind of gives herself a once over. She's like, I feel fine. I'm just
Because you would
tired.
not know if you were possessed, so we must be on guard and careful of everyone.
I mean,
You should even be careful of me. I don't know, I could be a threat.
she draws a sword. She's like, "Tell me everything you know." No. She's like, "Okay, man. Like, you're not making like. How would I even know?"
I don't know. This is terrifying.
So you're
Reddick,
just telling
are you
me
sure
this
that
shit
was
to
only the
panic me?
one?
That seems helpful.
I mean, that's all I saw.
What'd you see?
The one brain.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys killed it.
Not that we know of. There could be more.
The door was broken at
Okay.
the end.
Okay.
But
She's like,
The brain came through the chimney.
Okay. Cool. Let's head back. Let's go take a look. And she
He
like
picks up his magnifying glass and starts stomping next to her, like walking with a purpose.
Yeah, cool. So you guys start heading back. I'm gonna wait. If anybody's got to pee, I'm gonna wait for Austin to get back before we like start this.
Yeah, I'll go through real quick.
Yeah, I'll go try and squeeze some out.
Oh, everyone took a break. Cool.
All right.
By the way, Adam,
Uh huh.
fucking kudos, bro.
On.
This is terrifying.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna. I gotta fucking attack the town at some point.
No,
Austin,
no.
I don't know what you heard.
But this is the greatest way to do it.
Austin, I don't know what you heard. They basically went and got the captain, and you all are heading back to the hissing pony.
What?
Did you hear the interaction with the orc?
He got a cut and didn't remember what it was.
Exactly. Yeah.
Splinter.
Yeah. He's got a big old splinter. Had a big old splinter in his arm.
Yeah, this is utterly terrifying because these things could have fucking taken over anybody in the village and we will not know. That has to be what happened to old boy. With
Maybe.
the journal. Because he was having blackouts and then coming to. Like,
I will tell you this: that guy's back in town.
yeah, no, I'm aware.
So,
But I also pissed him off royally last night.
well, I mean, yeah. What'd you do? I forgot what you did to piss him off. You just said he was like pissing himself.
I
or whatever.
reenacted him pissing himself.
Yeah. Yeah, he was he's such a stuffy Lord Fauntleroy type that that didn't sit well with him.
He's like Lord Farquaad.
Yeah, very much. He is short too. He's
How dare thee speak to me?
I actually you guys don't watch Monster Factory, do you?
No. Who do you have cast as Sergeant Tucker? I meant to ask you this today.
That's a good question. I'm open to suggestions.
But I really I don't have a suggestion. I just want to know so I know what so I have a picture of who
I got you. It's like early 90s Andy McDowell.
That I need to look that up.
This is what I had in my head.
A character that would help me, but
she's an actress.
Well, yeah, I don't know her by name, like face by name.
Isn't she in fucking Groundhog Day? Yeah, she's in Groundhog Day. Here.
I'm looking her up.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm spelling her name right.
It's ANDIMACDOWELL. It's this lady. Look at the chat.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
So here's this is very much so.
She was she was in fucking Hudson Hawk.
Didn't see that. So
what?
This is what I picture that guy looking like.
Fantastic movie. You would love that movie.
If Justin and Griffin didn't completely fuck this dude up, I kind of picture him looking like this, like stuffy. This was their boy mayor.
Well, is it kind of like this kid? The in the picture to the left, just to the left. Like move your mouse over to the left,
one?
right?
Or
that picture in the that.
No, he's way more dumpy looking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like this guy, but like if he looked somewhat human.
Yeah.
He's like chubby and shit.
Gotcha.
This is what that same
dumpy avatar. Donald Trump.
Yes. And he's also very short.
I'm trying to think of a good actor, like if you fucking made Chris Farley Donald Trump.
Like if Philip Seymour Hoffman wasn't so awesome.
Yeah.
You could just go Giamatti.
So if Philip Seymour Hoffman was playing Donald Trump.
Yeah, sure, that'll work.
Because that thing looked kind of Trumpy, so I just think of like a dumpy actor trying to portray Trump on like SNL.
Right. He's an exact mix of Philip Seymour Hoffman and Paul Giamatti. So not the most physically impressive of people.
By no means.
Okay, so you guys got the captain back to the hissing pony. She opens the door. She looks down. She's like, well, do you think maybe this is how the fucking thing got in? She's like, I'm sorry, I'm being very irritable, but I was in a hell of a sleep.
I told you. I came in through the chimney. Something else broke this door.
Well, couldn't it have broken the front door and then gone up the chimney?
So she keeps walking. Because if you see this map, the chimneys are actually on top of each other. Like it's all one connected chimney.
So I'd want to go check
the bed. The bed level is actually on top of the bar level.
Yeah.
So, but
so I probably want to go look at the downstairs chimney and see if it looked like it came in from there. Came up from there.
She says, where is this thing? Did you guys
Well, the two wrapped it in a blanket and threw it out the window, so it's probably sitting on the front stoop.
Pretty sure.
So she goes back outside. She takes the blanket off. She's like, boys, this thing don't look like it's much for climbing. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe he just walked up the damn stairs.
But then he would show her the room
footprints.
And the footprints,
right?
Soot coming from.
Yeah, she looks at him, and then what she does is she bends over and she looks through the fireplace. And if you look through the fireplace from the room you got attacked in, you can see the top of the stairs. She's like, I think, and I'm no detective. I mean, I kind of am, but I think it
So
just
wait,
walked
so,
through the front
like-
door, up the stairs, and through the fireplace.
Oh, now I see. I wasn't really looking at the
Because
whole map.
so do you see?
I was too zoomed in to really see the layout.
So
now I get it.
So it walked up the stairs. This is
Yeah.
what she's positing, and then you see how these fireplace has dual glows on the inside.
Yeah, and because
just
it's
an
out,
open space.
it just walked through
Right.
it.
It's basically a window. It walked through it.
Yes.
It was out. She's like, I mean, it very well.
Why are we living? If we knew this room was so horribly designed, we would have had a watch posted. This is bullshit.
No, I'm kidding.
I mean, yeah. She's like, I mean, I don't know. I guess it could have come down through the roof, through the chimney, but seems like this is the easiest means of ingress.
That makes a lot of sense.
She's like, what else did you find?
Braddock, why didn't you think of that?
I was drunk.
Well, that
Your
was good.
Majesty.
Damn thing. While I was
Why didn't you think of that?
I was
He was also drunk.
asleep. Well, you mean earlier today? Why didn't I think of what?
Before we left and bothered the captain, I left on your orders.
Well, we should have.
Guys, it doesn't fucking matter. We've got a problem. What else did you find?
That's it.
She's like, you
Tried
talked
to cut it in half.
What the fuck did Onrog say? Was he
was
slept
asleep.
here, right?
He woke up
Okay.
with a splinter in his arm.
He was. passed out.
I forgot to tell you. When you guys get back, Onrog is sitting on the couch asleep again.
Nice.
She's like,
We
did
could
you
wake him
talk?
back up. He was mad. I told him to wait here and stay on guard.
She's like, oh fuck. She goes, okay. So she goes back down and she takes off. She has like her house slippers on. She takes off her house slippers and like smacks him in the face with it. It's like, on your feet. And he's like, what? And he looks and he's like ready. He's like draws a fist back and he's ready to swing because he thinks it's one of you guys. And he sees it's her and he's like, all right. He's like, sorry. Yeah. What's up? And she's like,
Man,
didn't they tell you to keep?
Braddock.
She's like, didn't they tell you to keep a watch? He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. It's like, it was a party. I got a little drunk, right? And she's like, I get it. It's like, but when they tell you there's danger and the town's in trouble,
yes.
she's like, yeah. She's like, just fucking stay away. They weren't gone, but fucking 10 minutes, man. 5-10 minutes. You couldn't stay awake for 5-10 minutes. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, and he's like, I'll do better next time. And he goes over to the bar and he like starts wiping himself off. She's like, why the fuck is he bleeding?
There was a
right.
splinter in his arm.
You told me that. My bad. She's like, she like looks at Onrog. She looks back. She's like, Onrog, you break this door lock? He's like, no. She's like, did you break the fucking door, man? And she's starting to get agitated. She's like, the door's broken. There's splinters everywhere, and you're fucking bleeding. You tell me what I'm supposed to think. He's like, I swear I didn't do it. And he's got like his hands up like a fucking I'm innocent kind of thing.
Captain.
He might have.
What's
done
up?
It.
While he may have done it, he also may not have been of his own accord, and may not be at all.
She's like, okay, what are you proposing?
I don't know, Your Majesty. This is a call way above my station. Maybe we should leave it to Braddock. He seems well equipped.
What the fuck you want me to do? Shake it out of him?
I don't know. Decide what we should do with him.
Onrog's getting
You're
kind
the
of
smartest one here.
He hears you.
He
hears you say
I love
all
that
this
idea.
shit, and he's like, so you're just gonna stand there and talk about killing an innocent man? That's fucking right. That's real good.
I
Real
didn't say we
fucking
should
nuts.
kill you.
I said shake him and hit him.
What? I mean, if you're gonna hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
There's no
Give
way
us
to
that.
know whether or not he is or isn't, but he obviously didn't remember what he did, and this creature probably came after us after it got him to do what it needed him to do. So we need to find out if there are any more of these things in the town. Or stay awake until dawn so we can do a search.
Does anybody want to roll an inside check on Onrog?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
I believe
should
I
do it.
have that with disadvantage.
19.
Yeah.
19 is very good.
I got a 7.
That boy.
I love beer goggles.
So with the 19,
I'm drunk all the time.
19, you can tell that he's pissed. He also is telling the fucking truth. He believes he's telling the truth.
Yes, that's the beauty and horror of this monster in this setting. Fucking asshole.
I mean, basically, we just can't stay alone. I mean, no one can be alone. We'll all just stay together, and we'll just listen out and see if there's anything that goes on throughout the night. Right?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do.
I mean, we should we sweep the village? Check for any other disturbances?
How big is this guy?
He's bigger than you are.
Damn.
He's an orc, so orcs are pretty big dudes. They're like 6
Right,
plus.
but if this thing was under someone's control, they'd probably have him and start attacking us.
Why would they do that? They have somebody in the village. You gotta think like a mobster with this kind of shit. Like, you get somebody on the inside, you keep them there.
Well, I mean, for right now, I don't know. Yeah, we need to look around, but Ace, do you know how far these things are able to control someone?
They jump in their brain, so this thing would be inside of him, basically in control.
You have, John, you got spell slots left?
I have all my spell slots.
Cool.
I didn't.
Roll me an Arcana check.
I got a nice 21.
You know, and I don't know that this is how intellect devourers work, but I'm going to rule them as such. You know that if you were to try to mind control someone that was under the control of an intellect devourer, it wouldn't work. Does that make sense?
Yes. So okay. I could attempt to hex him, and if he's under control of this devourer, it will not work.
Don't think that's how hex works.
Well, yeah, no. Suggestion, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll go with hex or suggestion.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
So do you start doing the somatic? Are you telling him what you're doing, or what?
Unrog, I can attempt to clear your name completely and prove to you even that you're not under control of this being. If you simply let me cast a simple spell on you, I will have you pick up this bench repeatedly for a few moments, and then I will cancel it. I promise.
Roll me. He's still fucking pissed. Roll me a persuasion check.
Beer goggles, no. 12.
He says
4 plus 8.
He's like, you're gonna have to try better than that. He's like, I'm very interested in clearing my name as I didn't do anything.
This would 100% clear your name.
He looks at the captain's like, she's like, well, I'll tell you what, Rogue, you either let him do it, or we're gonna have to put you in stockades for the night. She's like, she looks out the window. She's like, storm seems to be rolling in.
I don't want that to happen.
He's like, fuck. All right, do your business, Captain. Make sure he doesn't set me up for anything stupid or violent. She's like, yeah. No, you're good, man. I'll make sure he's on the up and up.
Just when you
hear we're just trying to get you out of here. Huh?
Just when you hear the suggestion on Rog, agree with it. Go with it. It will make this easier.
All right. He sits down on a stool and kind of puts his forearms on his knees and he says, do what you got to do.
I suggest you pick up that bench and put it back down repeatedly.
He goes and he does exactly what you suggest.
And once he does it, is there a way to tell that? Can I feel that he's under control of my spell? Or no, can we roll insight checks on him?
Yeah. Yeah,
and make sure that it's not someone like faking it.
Right.
I did not do good. Did
Anybody else want to roll inside checks?
Boz got a 19.
No, that was his last one.
Yeah.
16.
16? 20.
Yes.
Yeah. So between the two of you, you're very confident.
I got a 5, guys.
I don't know why you would know this, but I like how this works anyway. You're all but 100% sure that it's because he's doing what John told him or what Ace told him to do.
So I would cut the spell off as soon as I was certain that he was under it.
Yep. And when you cut it off, he fucking like snaps out of it. He's like, "What the?" He's like, "Well,
you are 100% telling the truth. I apologize for any misgivings. This is a very dangerous beast that could be leaving our town."
He's like, "I know." He's like, "I still can't explain the goddamn arm." He's like, "Maybe I did do that shit. I don't remember waking up." He's like, he's starting to see like the seriousness of the situation, and he's starting to cooperate. And he's like, "I'm not saying I didn't break the door down. All I'm saying is I don't remember."
Braddock, show this man the beast so he can understand that it was necessary. Because it's a creepy looking thing.
Yeah, it's fucking gross. Like I would love these things in a horror movie.
This was not something we wanted to do, but this was necessary.
Right. So he takes a look. He's like, I mean, it doesn't seem that. I mean, it's creepy. It's gross, but it's so small.
And he explains kind of what they do.
You give him let's say you take as much time to explain that as it would for me to read the entire stat block of that ability.
Enough time for him to understand it.
You see his face, like his jaw just starts to slowly drop. He's like, "Oh," he's like, "I'll get it." So what we do?
You with us now?
He's like, "Yeah, I mean, so what's up?"
I think the 5 of us sweep the village. Should we check on Babs? Could she have possibly been compromised?
She's at this point, like she probably. Let's just say you had him picking up and setting down the bench, and when he did that, and then you hear her making her way down, and she's like, "Who called my name? Is the party starting again?"
And he would kind of lay out everything that's been laid out to them, and he would look at the captain and look at Nitsua, and what do we do? Do we need to do the same to Babs? I have very little ability to cast spells left.
John,
I would need to rest a while.
John, I'm okay with. So you sent me those spells you picked?
Yeah.
I'm cool with you using stuff you already know. Like your spell list, if you want to burn those, if you need them.
Okay.
I
don't want to burn those. But
is suggestion first or second level?
It's second level.
Okay. So you at least have one extra one, right?
2. I have 2 seconds and 3 first.
Well,
we're saying that intimidation won't work at all.
Who are you trying to intimidate?
Someone who's mind controlled.
I mean, it's going. So these things, they know. Like if it took over you, it would act. I may as well have you play it.
Yeah. And
then I would just text you what your actions are, and you would do them. Like,
gotcha.
It's.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if there's something that can drive out what's inside, like. To give away what's
the protection from good and evil spell. So a long rest from you, maybe, but I don't even know if you have that. Because what level is protection from good and evil?
Don't know. Known spells. He does have it. He can prepare it. So, like, if you guys go to sleep, because you guys, if I didn't say this, you didn't finish your rest. Yeah. It was only 2 hours. nobody really used spell slots. You had the one you just used. You still had, so you're good.
Well, we should probably sleep, but sleep in turns. And someone can.
Captain's like, yeah, I'll
We
stay
should probably
here.
we should actually have 2 people stay awake, and 2 people should stay on.
I would like to go with Ongar and use my resources to start. Me, Ongar, and the captain go and clear out and prove people innocent.
Sure.
In, like the wee hours of the night, let Braddock rest. You keep watch over Braddock, and let Braddock get this spell prepared in case we find anybody who is possessed.
He comes up to you and he puts his hand like around like the back of your neck,
his name right?
And he like starts like kind of gently rubbing it, and it starts to get more intense. He's like, "I'll be happy to go with you, seeing as you kind of cleared my name, but my fucking name's Onrog, and if you don't get it right, I'm gonna squeeze harder."
Sorry, Onrog. That was a mistake. I confused you with a character from a video game I play.
What's video? He's like, it's fun, and he slaps you on the back, and it's a little hard. It's a little stiff.
Yes. Well, we should be off.
He's like,
Braddock, get your rest.
He's like, well, do you want me to come with you? Do you want me to help watch over the big man? What?
I was thinking Nitsua watch, because Braddock needs to finish his rest. Mm-hmm. Me and Nitsua have all our resources from the day before, because we didn't spend them.
Yeah, you guys should be at full for the one spell slot you just burned.
We'll need a rest, but we can stay up. So I was thinking Nitsua take care of him, unless Nitsua wants to come with me, and we want to put
no one can be by themselves right now. One person can't sleep while one person waits, because if that one person gets under control, they might try and attack the person while they're sleeping. So we would have to have 2 people to be awake with each other at all times. So I would need someone else.
Babs volunteers her services to hang out. She can hang out with Nitsua or whoever. And then the captain pops up and she's like, do y'all want to just get everybody in town here?
We could do that. That'd probably be best.
Like, I'll go ring the fucking bell and they'll be here.
But we need to investigate their residences. Mm-hmm. Maybe, what's his name, Adam, so I don't fuck it up.
Which one?
The orc.
Onrog.
Maybe Onrog can go do a sweep of the village and make sure we need him with somebody.
She says, well, I mean, I know it's not 100% foolproof, but we can get everybody here, have them inspect their own homes, and just come back. That'd be much fucking quicker. It's like, I know if they're under possession, it's going to be tough to trust them, but if you want to get a quick and dirty one done real quick.
Well, we could call everyone here, try and make everyone as comfortable as we can, go and sweep the rest of the city to make sure no one's hiding, and then come back here. Like, have 2 or 3 go sweep the rest of the city to make sure no one else is hiding.
Yeah.
And then go through everyone here.
So you want to get everybody in the town square, go through their shit, and we'll make sure we do a head count. Everybody be here, and you want to go through their residences, make sure nothing's fishy. Is that what you're suggesting?
Make sure there's no signs of intrusion anywhere.
She's like, all right, and
I know it's going to be scary, but this is for everyone's safety. Yeah.
No. I get it. It's fine. I don't really like using my power too much, but it's necessary here. And she's like, Ace, you want to do the honors? And she points at there's a big bell with a rope, and it you just pull the rope, and it's by the well, so it's only fucking 30 yards away.
I would love to.
Cool.
And he's gonna go over there and yank on that bell.
So it's a big rope.
Actually, he's gonna use Mage Hand if I can get it to work. Unless it's gonna take more strength.
No. It's just a fucking bell. So you pull on the rope. You hear the fucking clang, clang, clang of the bell, and you start to see candles lighting in the houses, and you see people. You see signs of activity, and And slowly over the course of about, 10, 15 minutes, crowds gathered. Everybody
have Onrog drag that carcass out to the square.
Okay.
So we have something to show everybody.
Yeah, no, he's like, all right, yeah, well, so everybody, do you keep it? Do you have it covered?
It's covered for now. Yeah.
Okay, so everybody's gathered, and the captain's like, folks, I'm terribly sorry to have woke you after such a fun night. I'm sure some of you are hurting, some of you maybe not so much, but I wouldn't have woke you up if it wasn't important. And she's like, our boys here, they ran into a bit of a bit of hairy situation, and they were attacked. She's like, Ace, you want to show them what's up, or you want to
he's gonna kind of let he's gonna like look to Mitsua to.
Isn't he watching Braddock sleep?
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. Yeah, I thought we were all kind of here, but yeah, no.
Babs and Nitsu are up in the.
Correct.
And she says that she's like Big Boy and His Majesty and Babs. They're up there. They're aware of the situation.
We have a bit of a problem. There was an attack in the village.
You're in the middle of this. Babs opens the window. She's like, I'm up here. And she's like, carry on. And she ducks back in.
I regret to have to inform you there has been an attack in the village. We were able to squell the invader, but there is a problem. The thing that invaded the village can possess anyone. And if there are more of them, unfortunately, anyone in the village could be under possession of one of these creatures right now.
You hear, no, what? Possession.
So we must say, in the square together, we have a way to clear the names of everyone in the village. You will have to submit to a magical spell. Once we've cleared you, we will be able to know for certain that you are not under control. Now, in order to prove to you that we're all on the same page, and he kind of looks at the captain, and he kind of looks at her long as to send the message, are you okay with me casting this spell on you? Because he's about to offer that to the town so that they'll be willing to let him cast it on them.
Who are you trying to cast this on?
I'm trying to like gesture to the captain, or maybe he would have asked her before. Maybe I could set this up that before they get here, he would ask her if he could cast it on her to prove to the people that, because we have not proved that she wasn't attacked by one.
She's like, yeah, yeah, no, that's fine. And she like leans in. She's like, I thought, what about the sweep? Are we not doing the sweep thing?
We are going to do a sweep before we do that.
Cool. Because this is going to take a while if you got to cast this on everybody individually, right?
Yes, we're going to do a sweep to see if we can key it in, but in order to.
So you're just trying to ease tension.
Yes, ease tension.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, go ahead.
Yeah. If we have to cast it on anyone, the captain has volunteered to have it casted on her first, to prove its safety. And but currently, we want to do a sweep through the village and make sure no one's homes show any sign of intrusion, to ensure that we know they have not been tampered with. Does anyone leave their home unsecured in the evening?
They're like, you see like 80% of the hands go up because like they don't have any reason to lock their doors.
Yes.
Makes sense.
You say yeah. So she's like, yeah. She's like, let it rip, man. Let's fucking get this. Let's get this showing. Let's get this going.
And so he's gonna stay here, and he's gonna let the captain and Onrog go sweep the village.
Are you not casting suggestion on her?
Oh, he was. Oh, he will. He'll do that now. He was gonna
Okay.
save that for later, but yeah, he'll do that now.
Before she does, she goes up to what did I name the little kid you say, Randy?
Yeah.
She goes, "Hey, Randy." She's like, and like his mom's there, and I think I named her Sandy. She's like, "Randy, Sandy." She's like, just to prove this is on the up and up. I'm gonna go back over there. He's gonna do his thing. I want you, Randy, to go whisper some sort of like action. You pick whatever you want me. You want me to do a backflip, whatever. You tell him when he tells you it's cool. She's like, okay, folks, Randy's gonna tell you just so you guys know that we're just trying to keep this transparent. And you see a lot of people like, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, cool. So she's like, all right, fire away, man.
Randy, what am I doing? And he leans down.
Randy comes up. She's like, she goes, make her pick her nose. And he runs back and he tells his mom.
Randy, he's gonna try to stop him.
But
Randy, could I have her do something a little more flattering?
Pick her nose. I have spoken. She gave me the power.
I kind of have a thing for her. I don't want to make her pick her nose.
I thought people would know that it wasn't her thing anyway. Like, you're making her do it. It's not like she's a nose picker.
Okay, fine. At least I know that you made me make her do it.
I have spoken. And he like runs back to his mom, and he's like, you see him like whisper
Captain.
to her, and he's like, and she's like, Randy, and he's like supreme power, and she's like, do it. And
Captain,
Sandy's like, I don't know, man.
I suggest you pick your nose.
Yeah, and she starts just fucking digging for some hella gold, man. And everybody's like,
okay, stop.
And she like snaps at like her fingers still in her nose. And she's like, what, Randy? What the hell, man? He's like laughing. She's like, yeah, that one. That was pretty good. I'll give it to you there, little man. And she's like, okay, everybody cool? And she's like, show hands. Anybody opposed? Because if you're opposed, it ain't going to be great for you. We're not going to hurt you, but you will forever be suspect. And people are like, she's like, show hands. Who objects to any of this happening? And she's like, you don't see a single hand go up.
Nice.
You just see worry on all the faces. And she's like, you see her like, she's like, yep, head count's good. I got the right number of heads.
Jerry Moonbeam, I'm gonna need your assistance.
Jerry Moonbeam, what's up?
While the captain and Onrog sweep the village, you and I are gonna entertain the town.
Okay.
How about a little nighttime music?
He's like, yeah, Jerry Moonbeam doesn't play after midnight. Tough titties, bro. Jerry Moonbeam, you're on your own.
Jerry Moonbeam, I think I can get you to play. And he whips out a joint.
Yeah, to the green room. We'll go over something. And he walks like 6 feet away. He's like, and he stops. He's like, he pretends to open a door. He goes, are you coming to the green room?
I'm on the way.
It's like when Fonzie says, step into my office, and they go into the bathroom.
Yes, for sure. He's going to step into, like, next to the well.
Right. Yeah, you guys are just on the other side of the well, and everyone can still see you.
Yes.
So, yeah, that happens. Jerry Moonbeam's like, cool. Yeah. What are we doing?
We're going to put on medley of tunes. So you pitch a few, I'll pitch a few. I say we just roll with the punches. How's that sound?
He's like,
keep everybody entertained and calm.
He's like, cool. Jerry Moonbeam knows how to play Stairway to Heaven 14 times in a row. Let's do this, Jerry Moonbeam. He's like,
great song.
He's like,
how
here
about
we go.
Do all of 4?
Nope, 14. And he goes, let's do this. And
but the whole album is so good.
The captain hears this, and she's like, good luck, motherfucker. And she's like, gives you the finger guns. She's like, I'm gone. Onrog's like, yeah, we're gone. It's like, you hear him like, I hate that fucking song. And she's like, it's pretty good, but like 14 times in a row, fuck, we could do this sweep twice. He's like, right? And so they like head off. unless you want to like role play stuff with Jerry Moonbeam, we can fast forward to them coming back.
Yeah, definitely. We're just trying to keep everybody calm.
So this takes, I don't know, let's say, 2 hours, maybe. They're just doing like cursory glances. They're looking for busted windows, busted doors, shit like that. Any kind of footprints that might be similar to this thing. And they come back, and she comes up to you, and she comes back, and she like flags you over. And like when she like flags you over, like in the back, you hear like, "There's a lady in red, and she wants to be sure."
Yes, Captain.
Climbing stairway, very Bill Shatner. And she's like, "Man, I just didn't want to. I didn't know if this was good or bad news, but we didn't find shit, man. Everything looks good."
I don't know if that's good or bad news either.
What about the area around the inn?
Yeah, they went around the whole. They went through around. They did a walked around every building, went through them.
Were we able to track it all? Any of the one that we did find that came into our place? Like, were we able to find out where it came from?
You found some.
Do we even do a hardcore check on the chimney?
We did. We checked the fireplace, and she even said it wouldn't have been able to climb up that thing.
Right. She's like, she's not a ranger, but like she's been a police officer of some sort for a while.
She could definitely have survival investigation.
Right. So you guys would have. We didn't really go over this, but you guys would have noticed like maybe some footprints like of this thing like circling the door, like out front of the door.
Okay.
So let's just retcon that and say, so you guys are now fucking like 200% sure this thing came through the front door.
Okay.
She's like, yeah, it seems good though. It seems better.
So while she was gone, because I would have had an hour, and I would have gotten both my spell slots back, just chilling, playing music. So I'm going to, midway through our little concert, I'm going to offer to anyone who would like to just clear their conscience or know for certain they are not possessed to cast the spell on them.
So you offer that.
So if there are any volunteers, I can do it twice.
So you offer
twice
that.
more in an hour.
You offer that, and Taryn Whitecrest, the wizard, he comes forward. He says, Sir, Mr. Burbank?
Yes.
I believe I may be of some assistance.
Yes. Do you have any mind control spells?
He walks up to you. He goes, I don't, but he's like, I always bring something to read with me. And he's like, I lucked out because I made a luck roll and you guys won it. He's like, I think this might help. And he flips open his spell book, and it's protection from good and evil. And he can, I believe, where the hell's it at? He's got
cast that.
Yeah, he's got spell slots. He can cast that, and that will drive it out if anybody's got it. So like he can help you tag team this. Okay. And I'm going to just say, because it's fun and it'll help expedite things, he can do it as a ritual.
Okay. So like, we can clear everybody in the village.
He this one time can do this.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so it's going to take a while. It's probably going to take till fucking, what was there, like 30 people in town? What's 300 minutes? That's like 5 hours? Yeah. So it's going to take like 5 hours. Right. So yeah, if there's nothing else you guys want to do,
we would let Netsua know that we have the situation under control and we're able to clear everybody in the village.
And the way I'm reading Intellect Devourers is like if somebody gets taken over by them and you cast protection from good and evil on it, this is how I'm ruling it for right now. It like ejects from them. So like you would see it.
Yeah, no, he would get all able-bodied men would get weapons, and we would be gathered around people as they're getting
after you've cleared them. I'm assuming
Yeah,
you're arming them.
yeah.
So
we'll get the blacksmith to bring a cordon of weapons in town. Once you get cleared, you get it armed. In case we draw this thing out, we're not trying to attack anyone in the village. We're trying to protect and save everyone here.
Correct. So he goes through all roughly 30 people. 5 hours later, he's fucking exhausted, and he says, well, and everybody's good. Every single fucking person passes with flying colors.
Yeah. Ace would volunteer to be the first one up too.
Yeah. So you're first. You're good. He goes through Jerry Moonbeam. He does fucking Babs. He goes up and fucking he does Braddock in his sleep. He's he's on every single person. Everyone passes, and the last person in line is Tipton Langley, your little buddy you rescued.
That fucking dude's got one in him.
So he steps. He's like Mr. Mr. Langley. I didn't. We haven't been introduced. All I know is what from the story. I'm sure it wasn't as bad as Ace made it. He's full of. He's like yes, that's my name. What everything he said wasn't true. Let's just get this over with, please. And he does the thing on him. He's clean. And yeah, he goes, well, Mr. Burbank, I guess I'm last. I don't really know how to clear myself.
Braddock should be up any moment, and I believe he has the spell.
Oh, fantastic. Wasn't aware. That's great. So Braddock, around this time, you're waking up.
Yes.
You probably, I think it takes an hour to prepare spells, so let's say you've done that, and you guys can head back down. So you're like exiting the Hissing Pony, and Captain's like, well, big guy.
What spell was it again?
Protection from good and evil. So all you have to do is basically ditch something for one day. Like you could ditch Command, or because I have your shit, or Bane, any of them. All you do is swap it out, and then the next day, you can get rid of this spell again and put something else in. Every time you do a long rest, Boz, if you didn't know this, you can do this. You can swap out your entire spell list. That's a benefit of being a paladin.
Yep.
So, yeah. And you don't have to change your character sheet right now. As long as you tell me you cast it on this dude, then we're cool.
Okay.
So you do that? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you cast it on him, and he's clean. Every single person in this village has tested clean.
Now we must establish watches and patrols, and then get Nitsua and the rest of us who've been up all night to bed.
The captain
Onrog and the captain.
Captain gathers Ace, Nitsua, Braddock, and Onrog, just for fun. She's like, all right, so we did the sweep. Everything's good. You killed the one. She's like, I understand the worry for more, but like, it seems like we're good now. Do we want to maybe just let everybody chill for a little bit, let this blow over, so we don't have a full-blown panic?
Maybe we rest the night, but we need to start planning for future dangers on this island.
Totally. Yeah, no. That's fine. I'll make sure Taryn can like try and do everything he needs to do and all that, and just in case this were to happen again. But I gotta let these people. They've been up. I gotta let them go, man.
Yes, everyone needs to get to rest. You are correct.
Yeah, we're already behind for the day and whatnot. So like, she turns around. She's like, "All right, folks, this is outstanding news." And she's like putting on this like fucking hella optimistic like show, right? She's like, "Everybody's clean. It looks like it might have just been the one. So I want everybody to get home, rest easy, maybe catch a few winks, and then we're back to work." She's like, "What do you say, kid? Say, folks," and everybody gives like a quarter-assed huzzah.
Okay.
Like, yay.
Cool.
So,
Cool.
yeah. So everybody goes back home. They all get to sleep. If you and Nitsuo want to knock out, that's totally up to you. Braddock, you can hit full rest. You've used one spell slot.
Yeah.
So that's all you're down. You should be all good with your damage. I don't even think you've taken a hit in a while since maybe the dragon fight. So you guys rest. Boz, unless Braddock wants to do anything while they're sleeping, you're cool to either, because everybody, like, the town's going to be empty. Like, nobody's going to be working because everybody's going back to sleep. It's going to be kind of a fucked up little schedule for maybe the next couple days while people write themselves, or at least one day. So maybe not a lot gets done today. But yeah, so the town's pretty much empty and yours to do what you see fit in. Or you can just hang out.
I'm gonna hang out and watch over them.
Cool. So you just hang out in the basement, in the bar, like in the first floor of the bar. And then you guys wake up around, I don't know, noonish? Because it was probably like 4 or 5 o'clock when all this wrapped up. So
Okay.
Yeah, it's midday. You guys are good. What do you want to do?
Do you guys got anything?
No.
What's Braddock gonna do with his day?
Right now, I'm starting my day off with some coffee.
Yeah, Babs gave you full reign of the kitchen. She showed you where everything is. If you want to cook yourself up some shit, you've got the makings for like French toast, biscuits and gravy. You can she showed you, she pulls you back and she's like I keep a little bit of this for myself, but it's yours if you want it. Then she opens a tiny like cigar box and it's got milk jerky in it. She's like, don't eat it all though. I don't know when I'll get my hands on more supplies to make it. She's like, but you can have some. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep now. So yeah, I mean, you're, like I said, you don't have to do anything. You can chill and whatever. But I was just offering you the chance. I know I haven't given you a lot to play with, NPC wise, because everybody's asleep. But yeah. She actually, Babs, before she leaves, she goes, hey, not that this is your job, but, and I don't know if you're any good, but maybe if you can fix that lock, that'd be good. If not, I'll get somebody else to do it. Onrog can do it because he broke it, but he's gonna go to sleep too. But so if you can do that, that'd be awesome. If not, no biggie. And she's like, see ya, and she goes to sleep. So like, if you wanted to fix the lock, you could fix the lock. Otherwise, you just chill. But yeah, other than that, you had a hairy night.
Yeah. I mean, when we get up, Ace would be going to Nitsua and say we need to get together with the fucking guy whose journal we had that we found that was possessed by something. We need to get with him. We need to get with the wizard because he talked to the genie. He would tell him the information he got from Genie about the blight, that it's heat sensitive, but we don't really know a way to combat that. And I'm trying to think of anything else that we need.
I mean, yeah, that sounds like a good place to start with. We need to try and get a crop out from Ash to the Kobolds soon, probably. I'd like to try and maybe send a message to them, asking them if they've ever had any encounters with these sort of mind creatures.
So are you guys like kind of meeting at the captain's house?
Yes,
like devise a plan. Okay, cool. Did you call? Are you bringing in Tipton Langley? You bringing him in?
Three of us and the captain. Like we grab Braddock when we wake up.
Right. So
and then we want to get Tipton Langley and we want to get the wizard.
So you guys are devising plans. She's got like a manifest of like what like the blacksmith has on hand, like weapon wise and all that shit. She's got basically like a menu of like what the blacksmith can make, like for armaments and whatever, and there's like carpenters that can make what are those like spiky wall things called? What are they? Palisades? I think isn't that what those are called? Or are those just
palisade is like a big. It's like the walkway between the castles, right?
What the fuck am I thinking of? Spiked wooden barricade.
It's just like a barricade.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Putting up like a wall, basically.
Like a wooden spike wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this shit.
I get what you're talking about.
That shit. She's like we got plenty of people that can make these. Like, she's like, we can start building walls. It's just we need to just, and then she's like, we need to just like figure out a plan. And you hear a knock on her door.
Ah, Jesus.
So anybody want to go? Who wants to open the door?
I'll go open the door, and then I'll tell Brad, or I'll ask Brad to get ready to.
The knock was far less threatening than I made it. I just did it so it would come through. It was shave and a haircut, but no 2 bits.
2 bits.
Yeah, so, I did too. Go and open the door.
So you open the door.
Who is it?
And I'd say I think at like this point it's probably like it's like evening time. Like the sun's not set, but it's starting to set. And you open the door and you see. It's funny you mentioned the kobolds, Austin, because you see Krog. He's like the right hand man of Nar Bonefist.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, sorry to barge in on you, but I need your help. And that's where we're gonna stop for the night.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Back at you, Bubba.
Bro.
Nice.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun for me.
That was a good fucking session.
I really wanted to get somebody with that intellect thing, but fuck, what ended up happening was way more fun.
You're welcome.
It was way scarier.
Yeah. So that's all I had.
I love that there were no more of those things.
Or are there?
That's